All right. Good evening. Good morning, wherever you are, and welcome again to Africa 24. And this is 60 minutes here on Africa. And today we have got a very interesting program that I wanted you to participate. And welcome to our civic education talk. And here we try to tell you how to vote. And tonight we are going to on a journey to Kasipul constituency, a place of legacy, loyalty, and now there is a storm brewing in Kasipul. The by-election is scheduled for I think Friday or the day after tomorrow. After the passing on of Charles Ongonowere, who left a void. But in the silence, new voices are rising. ODM is prepared for the by-election on November 27th, and the nominations are coming around the corner. I think it's this week, and the question is no longer just who will run, but who truly represents the people of Kasipul. This is not just a race; it is a reckoning. I speak on behalf of many people of Kasipul, having lived there for some time. I think I've got a voice, and I need my voice to be heard because this story belongs to all of us. What happens in Kasipul will affect most of the constituencies in Nyanza in 2027. So watch keenly the by elections that are coming in Kasipul. Whoever gets the ODM ticket will face the independent candidates in November 2020 in November 27th by elections. Now we meet the top contenders on this particular race. We have got one candidate that is spoken a lot and trying to make sure that I get his name right, and that is Boyd. Is called Boyd Were. Now, I know many of you have heard about Boyd Were. Boyd Were is the son of the late Ongondo Were. So Boyd Were is one of the candidates who is vying for this particular by elections on an ODM ticket. He is lucky to be backed by the governor, Gladys Wanga. Now, according to me, he's a legacy candidate walking in his father's footsteps. Or hopefully, he might carry the day. Hopefully. Then we have another candidate who is also vying on an ODM ticket, and that is none other than Newton Ogada. Now, what do we know about this candidate called Newton Ogada, Kefa Newton Ogada? He's a philanthropist with a lot of grassroots appeal. He has been doing a lot in the grassroots in Kaspul, and is supported by Senator Oburu Oginga. Remember, the other candidate of ODM is supported by the chairman of ODM, that was Gladys Wanga. Now, this other one is supported by the senator of Siaya, who is Oburu Dinga, who is the brother to the ODM leader, Raila Odinga. So, this is a very interesting scenario. But the field is wide. The field is wide open. Anybody can carry the day. Then we have a voice of the youth and a voice of radio. Somebody who has been in the media for quite some time and is well known in the media circles. And I need I need not to mention him a lot because I sincerely I've never met this guy called Ajo Mbota, but I've heard that he's also very popular on the ground, and is none other than this guy called Ajom Buta. Ajom Buta is a radio presenter. I think was a radio presenter, and now working, now trying his luck on in politics. Yes. Thank you, Wilson Willie. Yes, there is power in the name of Jesus. Thank you very much, Willie, for joining this discussion, and I hope you've subscribed on Africa 24. We hope to hear more about what you think about these elections, the nominations that are coming in Kasipul, Kabondo. So I was talking about Ajom Buta. Ajom Buta was a radio presenter, and now he has joined politics, trying his luck to serve the people of Kasipul. Yes, he's trying to break the status quo in Kasipul. Then we have another candidate on the race who was arrested just the other day and released uh, without any further charges. And this is Philip Aroko. Who is Philip Aroko? Philip Aroko is has been contesting in this seat for quite some time. Is well known in the community. He has got roots in the community, and is blending so well in his digital outreach. I think this is one of the candidates who is trying to use the digital platform. So his survey and using the media to popularize his election, and I think that's a good way to go because media is very powerful. But people are saying, well, you need to be on the ground. These are not just names. The people, they have got followers. They are people who are really following Aroko Good Life in social media and as well as on the ground. I feel his presence on the ground. But Kasipul must decide which feature it wants. Does it want a feature in the hands of Ajombuta or in the hands of Aroko Good Life? Then we have last. These are, I know there are many other candidates, but let me feature only a few. With a lot of due respect, I respect each and every candidate that is vying for Kasipul. There is this guy called Mani Dimabior. Mani Dimabior is the son of Riaga Omolo, I think, or somebody like that, who was a Luo elder. So he's also moneyed and is vying for this particular seat. So they are very serious candidates uh, vying for the Kasipul by elections. Remember, ODM nominations is this week, and every other person is talking about what is going to happen in ODM. Suppose their candidate, who is Boyd Were, fails to capture the seat. Remember, Boyd Were is the candidate for Gladys Wanga and many other ODM MPs who worked with Ogondo Were. So it's a matter of legacy that they're trying to make sure that the son of Ogondo Were gets this particular seat. Now, I don't think that for me, I don't think maybe it's the right thing to do. I don't think I can't talk on behalf of the people of Kasipul, Now, but beneath the surface, ODM is very divided. As I told you, the chairman or the chair lady Gladys Wanga, governor of Oma Bay, and is the party's national chair, is firmly behind Boyd Were and many other MPs from ODM, Kaluma, and everybody else is rallying their support for Boyd Were. Now, the deputy governor for Oma Bay, Joseph Oyugi Magwanga, who was the former MP for that region, is leaning elsewhere, perhaps towards Ogada. And this is a rebellion. This is leaning towards a rebellion. This is not just a disagreement. It is a power struggle and a proxy war of for 2027. The governor battle is open, and Kasipul is the battlefield. I can tell you, Kasipul is the battlefield. And I told you, whatever happens in Kasipul will affect Ndiwa constituency. So if I was Martin Owino, uh, who is running against, who will be running definitely in the nominations of the party, then this is an election that I should pay keen attention. If I was Adipo Kwame, who is having rifts with the chair lady, then this is an election that I will really, really be keen on. Uh, the party is one, but loyalties are divided. It's no longer left, ni kusema left ni left ni right sijui ni what. No, 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 mambo yamebadilika, vitu vya chenjaga, and the people are watching. The people of Kasipul also want to uh, elect a candidate of their choice. And remember, this is the moment of Gen Z's uh, all over the world. This is the moment of change. Now, across the Yugis town, in schools, markets, and everywhere else, the people are speaking in different voices. If you go to us one corner, it is Boyd Were. The other corner is Aroko Good Life. The other one is Newton and Mani Dimabior and Jombuta. All these names are there. Yeah. So they are lifting. They are, of course, praising Raila Odinga. But what they are crying for is an open primary, not backroom deals. This is what we urge ODM. And for the first time, everybody is watching this particular nomination. You must get it right. You must get it. And if you don't get it right, haha, this is one of the constituencies that in 2027 might get a DCP MP. Let me just crack it there. Uh, because Kasipul people are democratic. Democracy is not just a word. They are demanding for it. They are demanding. Kasipul residents are demanding for a democratic by-election. They are demanding for a democratic process, and you must give it to them. They have been supporting this party loyally, and they want now a democratic process conducted, and they choose a candidate that will represent them in the remaining term in parliament. So John Buta is of a generational change. Agoroko Good Life calls for digital democracy. The only thing that Agoroko Good Life is vying as an independent candidate, and across the constituency, the message is very, very clear. The message across the constituency is very, very clear. The people will choose the candidate they want, and the candidate that, and they don't want a candidate that is given to them. They want a candidate that them themselves have voted for as their representative in parliament. And that is a cry in each and every other constituency. That's why I said that this by election is a litmus test. And what does this by elections really mean? What does it really mean? It is the best test. It's a good test for ODM internal democracies. Yeah. Yeah, ODM is a democratic party. Yes, 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 yes. Let us see whether they will have that internal democracy where you can choose your own candidate. It is a preview of Oma Bay's 2027 succession race. It is a moment where youth, legacy, and power will collide. Zitagongana, boss. Zitagongana. Nimekwambia the legacy, the continuation of Ongondowere's legacy by his son, the youth, and the power struggle internally within ODM. Now, Boyd Were, what does he represent? Boyd Were represents a continuity of the father's legacy. Now, the father's legacy. I know many of you know of Ongondowere's legacy. Eric Beria, asante sana for joining in. Karibu sana Africa 24 and welcome. And many other people who are watching us on the Mtembei platform. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope that you can take a bold step and join the discussions here on 60 minutes on Africa 24. We today's discussion is the ODM nominations that are coming, and the ODM that is facing internal rift ahead of Kasipul by election nominations. So I need to hear your voice. For those who are at home, let me hear from you. Now, I was talking about Boyd Were representing continuity. Kefa or Newton Uganda he is representing a reformed kind of leadership that uh, will not only help the people of Kasipul but bring a new legacy in uh, in uh, in the constituency, a legacy of development. So Kefa represent something like that because he has done a lot of development. And again, these are people who are not talking about uh, fighting or killing each other because of politics. Ajombuta and Aroko Good Life, they represent an awakening of the people of Kasipul. So, Good Life, he has got, I think he was arrested. He was one of the guys who was a suspect in the murder of Ongondowere because, I mean, he was a rival to the late. And I mean, Aroko was also a member, is also a life member of ODM, but he has since left ODM and joined the and is vying as an independent candidate. I don't know how far that will take him, but it's always a good choice to vie as independent, other than being humiliated in the nomination process. And ODM must decide not just a candidate, but to give direction on the kind of on the way they do their nominations, because loyalty is no longer enough, and loyalty is never rewarded in this particular party. Leadership is what the people of Kasipul need at this particular moment. Now, to our viewers at home, yes, if you come from Kasipul, come on, may I need to see your comment. Now we turn into you. We want to hear your views. We want to hear the civic views and voices. Those who speak for the people of Kasipul, those who reside in Kasipul. Is it Boyd, Ogada, John Buta or Aroko Good Life. What kind of leadership does Kasipul deserve? So these are questions that I put up for you there. Send us your thoughts, share your voice, and we will make sure that we air it and share it among our audience, because this elections belongs to you. This election does not belong to any other person. It belongs to the people of Kasipul, and you must decide. Let's not any outsider decide for you that hey, pigia huyu mtu kura, pigia huyu mwingine. No, no, no. You must decide on the candidate that you want. Now, Kasipul stands at a crossroad, and we all know that it is a legacy. They have a legacy candidate, they have a reform candidate, they have a youth candidate, and they have other candidates. So ODM must choose. And come November 27, the people will decide on the candidate that is going to face off with the ODM candidate. This has been a freak civic talk. I am Mzalendo, and remember to stay engaged, stay informed, and stay empowered here on Africa 24. Tomorrow, we are going to feature one of the candidates who is vying for Mbere constituency by elections. That is also coming up. We must feature that prominently so that the people of Mbere can also make some informed decisions on the way forward. Now, the president of the Republic of Kenya was in the US in the UN conference. Yes, more of that news will be here on updates will be here on Africa. Remember, we only give you what the mainstream media cannot offer to you. We give you the raw politics, and if you take a bold step, you can join me in the studio, and we see whether we can continue with this discussion uh, of Kasipul Kabond. I had a friend of mine who I really wanted him to come on board, but unfortunately, he was held up in traffic and couldn't make it for this show to continue having this discussion. He's also a candidate for. He was a candidate before in Kasipul, and I wanted to know whether this time round he's vying for Kasipul Kabondo nomination. Now, those who are the problem in ODM right now is a self-inflicted injury, or what can I say? This is what something that they have been working very hard to be in this particular awkward position where they even don't know whether to support the son of Ngondowere or to go with Newton or to go with John Bota. But they came out too early. They came off the blocks trying to tell that, we are going to continue the legacy of Ngondowere. Now, they can't walk back and say that, you know, uh, we didn't uh, we didn't commit ourselves to doing so. Gladys Wanga is also in a very awkward position. She can't also say that I will offer free and fair nominations, yet she's already decided on the candidate that she is supporting. And remember, yeye ndio chairman wa party, nationwide chairman. And this is something that ought to have been addressed by the political parties. Officials, I mean, elected leaders should not hold party positions. I don't know. This will also create opportunity for other people. You see, when an elected leader is holding a party position, that it's already compromised. Can you imagine? You are the chairman of the party is vying for the gubernatorial race in 2027 against another member of the political movement, and you are the chairman. So how is the party going to react in such a situation? Some of these things, I mean, it's just common sense. It is just common sense. I don't know why we labor and pretend that we will have a free and fair nomination process, while you know that the person who is issuing the ticket is your chairman and you are going to vie against them. Mm. Now, the list that is presented for delegates is coming from our office. So there cannot be any free and fair process in the elections that are coming in the party ODM because of the rules and how they have played along to favor the political leaders. So some of these things people need to talk about, especially if you are in the Orange Democratic Movement. You need to make sure that your leaders do the right thing. By doing the right thing in this nomination, people who are elected leaders should not come to contest to be party officials, because party officials are the ones who are in charge of elections in the party, and most likely they will have some biasness when it comes to the process. Kenya is corrupt, so I wouldn't tell you that there are some fellows who are not corrupt. Kenya is a very, very corrupt country. So even these small parties, not small, Musiniwa ODM is not small. They say they are the biggest party in East and Limpopo. East and what? Wanasema East Sub-Sahara. Wanasema mambo mingi sana. They say a lot of stuff that they are the biggest party in East and Central African region. So it's not a party to be joked around with. So for them, they are ready and they have their candidates. In the chairman has got a candidate. The other party members have got also a candidate. So I want to see how this will play out. Yes. Yes, we want to see how this will play out in the Orange Democratic movement. So this has been 60 minutes on Africa 24, and we'll be having our guest tomorrow. That is Alex. Alex is vying for the seat in Mbere on a Mr. Lemi anasikiza ground on a DCP ticket. So make sure that you tune in to listen to one of the candidates who is vying for the seat in Mbere. Otherwise, it has been nice engaging you guys this evening. I had this short segment for Kasipul, and tomorrow I will also have one for Mbere constituency. Later on, in the next hour or two, we'll be having a wonderful show, and my guest is somebody who is well known to this particular channel. Otherwise, Santeni Sana for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the other end of the studio.
Join us every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for a captivating journey into the world of love, relationships, and romance, presented by the dynamic trio Maggie Knox, MC Jesse, and Annie Waweru. Bed of Roses promises to be your weekly dose of heartwarming stories, insightful discussions, and expert advice on matters of the heart. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or simply love a good love story, this is the show for you. Don't miss out on the chance to unwind and indulge in the joys and challenges of love, all brought to you by our talented hosts. Tune into Africa 24 every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and let us guide you through the enchanting world of Bed of Roses. Subscribe now and mark your calendars. You don't want to miss this. See you there.